Hey guys, this is Comic Uno, and today I'm doing a review for The Flintstones, issue 1. So I was looking forward to this book, even though I didn't like any of the other Hanna-Barbera comics that came out. I know I'm a little bit of a minority for the Scooby-Doo Apocalypse. I know some people really liked that, some people didn't. It was kind of this middle ground. I never seen Future Quest, so I didn't read that. I really didn't like Wacky Raceland, so Flintstones was kind of this last thing. I'm like, hopefully it's good. And let's find out if it is. So this is one of the many covers for Flintstones. I think this is the main cover, which is kind of cool. I see in the background, looks like Betty. It looks like their daughter's in the background too, with a wonderful hairstyle there, which is cool. She wasn't in the issue. But yeah, let's see what actually happens in the story. Let's talk about the artwork. Love this art style. I think it fit really well. Of course, it's not really classic 60s Flintstones, but I think it did very well with the details, especially facial expressions. Very bright artwork, which fits with the Flintstones. So I like the artwork overall. Even very good detail here, just kind of making fun of Starbucks and all these Targets. So it's like, you know what I like about the Flintstones is back then it was kind of making fun of when it came out. You know, it had the Stone Age, but also had things that would come out in the 60s. But here it's making fun of 2016, like Target or Starbucks. So it's the Stone Age, but it's still played with the 2016 stuff, which I like because this whole issue is about a commentary on society. We see these actual Stone Age men come into Fred's place of work, and his boss says, well, yeah, so, we need him. We need them. Smooth them. Well, you get more pay if they end up working for us. In the end, they end up not liking their job, and they want to move away. But it was Fred this whole issue trying to convince them, and you see the differences of their personality. And now also you do have a B story with Wilma, who wants to be an artist, and she kind of puts these handprints. You're like, oh, well, that's very modern, and you don't really know if this is if she'll become an artist because of it. What's gonna happen? So she goes to this gallery, and she ends up being the total side. No one's gonna see it, and everyone's gotta making fun of her artwork. And then Fred doesn't even understand why she wants to do this, and we find out that it was all back in her childhood, that, when you put a handprint on the wall, it meant that you belonged, and it actually had meaning to it. And then Fred, says something nice about it, and he's like, oh, this is the closest I felt to you, because you understand this. Even though you don't completely understand it, you're trying. And that's mostly the issue. I thought it was a really interesting commentary, again, on society, but I liked the commentary on art in the end. I thought that was such a touching moment. And I will say there's parts of the issue that kind of feel slow to me, maybe some of the caveman stuff, but I thought this was a pretty well done first issue, and it definitely got me enough to say, hey, I want to pick up the second issue. Mostly because of that end. I think that end really made the issue for me with Wilma's story. And I remember I was talking to some of my friends on Frontline about it. I'm like, you have to read the end. You have to say that this issue is made because of that one scene. Because it was a really well done scene that, makes you choked up and gives you some emotion to Wilma's character. Which, the original show I feel like was very much, you definitely had those emotional moments, but it's comedy, you just kind of see them, Fred always screw up, and, Wilma get angry at him. It is very much made for its time. And I think now it's more of this relationship that they both respect each other. And I like that, and I think it's more of a modern relationship here. So the Flintstones issue 1 for me gets 3.5 stars. Very close to 4 stars. Again, there were some low moments in the issue, but it gave me enough to want to pick up the second issue. So hopefully you guys enjoyed. This is Comic Uno. Don't forget to follow me on Twitter. Don't forget to like my Facebook page. Also, in the description below, there are links for my comic book, Like Father, Like Daughter. And don't forget to like the Facebook page of Like Father, Like Daughter. And I'll see you guys later. Bye.